Hello everyone. Welcome to Friday. I didn't sleep super well. The cat woke me up. And I decided I was going to take a little nap. And I laid down, and then this happened. This is good. Rain good. It's been stupid hot here in Raleigh. Like, I think today was like 100. So this is great. But I was going to enjoy just a little nap in the sunroom, and now... It's not that I don't like rain. I think falling asleep to rain is peaceful, but it might be a little too loud in here. Maybe? Maybe I'll try. You can also see, this is a good indication. We talked about that window before. The gutter above this window is screwed up or full or something, so the water just pours down one side. And you gotta deal with that at some point, or ask someone to deal with it. Ask the landlord to deal with it. Is it slowing up? No. Well, it's not the most peaceful nap, but it's kind of peaceful. Man, it's not that I didn't need that nap, but I woke up feeling wildly groggy. Wildly groggy. I don't understand why sometimes you feel that and sometimes you don't. I know I've talked to some people that are like, no matter when I nap, when or where I nap, I wake up groggy. And other people don't really deal with it. And I'm in between, where sometimes I do. Usually I don't think I do. Usually I'm able to take a nap. I usually nap in the bed. But usually I'm able to take a nap and then I wake up and things are fine. And today I was already downstairs and I was tired and I was like, I'll just lay on the chase for a little bit. And then it started raining and I was like, it's fine. But then when I woke up, I was like, oh my God. It's like getting hit by a truck. Anyway, I feel better now. It's a little bit later. We just finished Zelda. Zelda's going pretty well, especially for the fact that we had a few weeks there at some point where it really felt like we were just kind of spinning our wheels. It's not that we were making no progress, but we weren't making it super quickly. I just remember like one or two streams where we just were like wandering around in the depths. But now that we're kind of in shrine mode, we're really hitting them up. Maybe next week we'll need a map. I think last week I said that about this week, but we are still finding some things that we know have shrines. There's still some stuff in the air and still some labyrinths on the map. So we're still finding that stuff, but like we'll be out of that soon, and then we're going to need someone to just like tell us where stuff is. One of the things that I did today, which I thought was interesting because I've been sitting on this for like years, is the way that I have my files set up is I work on an iMac. I've been working on this iMac since 2020, and I've got files that exist on that internal drive, but most of my files are on I don't remember if it's 12 or 16. I think it's a 12 terabyte RAID that I keep most of the other stuff on. And every year, at the end of the year, I take all of the files off, like the completed files or the raw files or whatever, and put them onto a different set of drives for long-term storage. That's those drives down there. So they're like labeled, 2020, 2016 through 2018, 2022, 2023. And there's two of those drives, each. So there's some sort of redundancy. I've talked about this before. The interesting thing is, on my RAID, I have had some files that never got put away from years ago. And I think the reason it happened, I can explain some of them, but I think the reason it happened is because every year, like I plug up, this is 2023 is over, so I'm plugging up the 2023 drive and like wrapping it up. And these were things that just kind of got left on the RAID, and I just never had put them onto long-term storage. And I wasn't worried about them because even the RAID is also redundant. Like there's a drive backing that up too, but it really needed to be put away. So I'm going to tell you the files I never put away, and it might make you laugh. There were some complete series, if you want to call it a complete series, the Skyrim Anniversary series, like whenever I started streaming Skyrim again, years later, because there was additional content, I did it on PC. I did it while Mao was recovering from her endo surgery. That entire thing, which spanned a while, because there was also a gap in between the releases for a few months. I think that's why that never got put on a drive. It's because the way that I do my sorting, my organizing, is that all of the files from a series go on to the corresponding year that series began, which means that if a series starts at the very, very end of a year, like in December, then I don't put those files onto that drive for potentially months because the series may not be over. And this was something that happened with that series, is that Skyrim Anniversary started in like December during Mao's recovery, and it went for a long time, and I never got it off the RAID and put it on the drive. So I did that today. Other things, the last 20 episodes of Grandpa's Game Garage, which again were in 2022. So Grandpa's Game Garage had 120 episodes. The first 100 were in 2021, and then there were 20 in 2022, and those never got put on the drive until today. I also had, and this one will probably make a lot of sense, I had 2 episodes, the final 2 co-op classic episodes of Smash Ultimate, which were, I think, Kazuya and Sora, were still on my RAID. And again, it's because those series, like the characters, like trickled out. They released them every few months. So we did these videos, and then they sat on the hard drive because they needed to be put onto, like, I don't know when we started doing Co-op Classic, like 2020 or something. So I had to pull out a bunch of drives today to do this, and it felt a little bit like, well, not spring cleaning, but summer cleaning. And it felt good. It felt really good because I've had these things just sitting there for years, and I've never dealt with them because it wasn't a lot of stuff, so it wasn't taking up a lot of room, but there is definitely a mental benefit of just cleaning up those files. And it's such a minor thing because there's other parts of my organization structure that are like messes from past years. So everything's disorganized, but then you move into like a new computer or you reformat or something, and that all gets put into like a single folder called like old stuff. Some of you probably relate to this in a huge way. Get a new computer, everything goes, whoop, old stuff. Put it on the desktop or in the documents folder or something. And then what happens when you move to like another computer or reformat again? Whoop, old stuff too. I've got that as well. And finding stuff occasionally is a little difficult. For the most part, if it's in old stuff, I don't need it. But every once in a while, I have to go spelunking. And I tell myself when I do that to pull it out of that stupid folder. And I usually do. Usually pretty good about that. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that because that was fun. It also allowed me to like briefly just like scrub through some of the old episodes of Skyrim Anniversary and Grandpa's Game Garage and also the Co-op Classic videos. And those weren't all that long ago, but they feel like a million years ago. Probably because I have moved multiple times. That probably helps. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?